Hey Gemini, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. The first card that we have out is Queen of Wands. And Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so having Queen of Wands, this is the part of you that you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, you perceive yourself as being capable, confident, self-assured, that part of you. The part of you that can show up and do what needs to be done, and that you can rely on yourself, that you can depend on yourself, that you're able to sort of like guide yourself, you know, and inspire yourself and make the right judgment calls, make the right moves, you know, like that type of thing. You don't need to check for anybody else when you're on the same page with yourself, like that type of thing. It looks like, and this can also be, I'm motivated by passion, I'm motivated by creativity, I'm motivated by inspiration, the stuff that makes my heart pump, like that type of thing. It's just the stuff that you care about, right? Stuff that would make you be like, this is why I'm getting up in the morning, you know? It's just that sense of sort of even putting your claws into something because it's something that matters to you enough to care about it. Those types of things. What I'm seeing is that there's some type of plan that's being made. This can even be the next steps forward. Having Queen of Wands here shows that you need to trust yourself, you need to motivate yourself, you need to believe in yourself. Now is really the time for you to be confident in the moves that you're making, and you may actually need exactly that to follow through on whatever this is. You see how the person in this picture is sort of considering the moves that are being made? That's what's going to happen. And having Queen of Wands come out first is you needing to be in that state of mind in order to do this properly. Like you need to channel this energy in order to do the plan properly, like that type of thing. Like, what would I do if I were confident right now? What would I do if I couldn't fail right now? It's like that part of yourself. The part of you that's like, no matter what circumstance I'm in, if I have something that I want to do, I'm going to figure it out and make it happen. It's like that part of you. Even if you're not feeling like you're in that position yet, channel that energy and think, if I were in that position, what type of move would I be making right now, and do that. Because before you know it, it's something that you'll end up embodying. Trust yourself in what you want to do. Okay. It looks like there could have been a delay with something that you wanted to do. Something that you've been planning for. This can mean like plans keep getting put off. Or timing, something keeps happening with the timing. What is this actually? We're gonna clarify with another deck. Okay. You could have had plans for certain reasons before, meaning something was motivating the idea that you had for the next steps that you were taking. Something about this may be shifting a little bit. Meaning something different may be motivating you. Okay. So I wanted to clarify Hanged Man, which is kind of like, what's the hold up? Like, why have we not moved forward with this? Having Two of Wands and Hanged Man, like, what are we waiting for? Like, why haven't we moved forward? What's going on? Clarifying the Hanged Man, which is that we have Five of Wands, which can be some type of conflict that we're feeling. I'm not feeling anything and I'm not sure where to go. This can be like, I'm feeling a lot of different things right now. Like, do I go that way? Do I go this way? Do I go that? It's like that type of thing that's being worked out. Like, where do I place my energy, or how do I channel it? What direction do I put it in? What opportunity do I want to take? What is the next step? What's the right direction for the next step? So it feels like there's something that is being worked out. And then once that is being worked out, there's not going to be a hold up anymore. There's not going to be a delay in the plan anymore. Once this is worked out, you're going to confidently be able to move forward then at that point, but only at that point, it seems. And you may not be there yet. This means too that if there are steps that you want to take, for some of you, this is something creatively that you have going on. It doesn't only have to be that, but it's going to be something where there's going to be something really important that will be fueling you. Something that will sustain you, something that will sustain this process, and there being this authenticity in the way that you care about the plans that you're making. Because Queen of Wands is passionate, Queen of Wands is not the type of person, and just because we're calling this card a queen, it's not related to gender at all. All of us have the Queen of Wands within us. So the deal with the Queen of Wands is not going to be in something that they're feeling passionless about. The Queen of Wands is going to be like, this isn't right for me, this isn't resonating, and I will venture out to find the thing that fits, to find the thing that's right. What it looks like to me so far, and like why there's been a little bit of a pause or a delay, or like why haven't we moved forward past this point? Like, why hasn't this gone anywhere yet? Why haven't I taken the next step yet? What's the hold up? You can have different things that are coming through where you're like, I have this idea for this opportunity, or maybe I can go that way with it, and it feels almost like too many ideas or too many, just something is feeling like there hasn't been a reduction yet of that. Five of Wands is feeling very busy to me, where there can be this, it just feels kind of like a chaotic thing where you're gonna have to, out of all these different things, out of all these different ways, like you're gonna have to choose something, but it feels like something hasn't been chosen yet, and that's why you can't move forward, and that's actually what the delay is. Like, what of these do I want to focus on, and do I want to nurture and water and invest in, and then I'll be able to move forward. And wands are things that inspire you. So these can be lots of different things that are inspiring you right now, and you haven't picked, it just feels like I haven't picked yet. I haven't picked the one yet, and that's why you're sort of in the brush of that right now. But once that does get figured out, then you'll be moving forward. That's what I'm seeing. So if plans have been delayed, or you're looking at something and knowing that you want to move forward, just some other stuff has to fall in place or be figured out, that's what's going on. That's why something hasn't moved forward yet. There's still some stuff being figured out, essentially. Important stuff that's being figured out. Okay, for some of you too, you can feel to like some condition that you're in may not be the most ideal too, and so you can feel certain limitations as well, and that can also be something that's influencing you moving forward at this point. Something about, for some of you, a limitation or limitations within the environment, where maybe there is a certain thing that you want to do, but because of some type of limitation, until that is rectified, you may look at that and feel like you can't move forward, and that can be part of the reason why too. It looks like something along the lines of that. So, plan, delay. I feel too like you're gonna have to work with this energy. It may not be something that just dissipates on its own. You may have to sort of step into that unknown and move around and figure that out. This is going to lead to a new chapter. This will be something that you feel connected with. So having I see Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. These are the two queens that we have here. Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. Both of these cards are cards of creativity and being in tune and in touch with things. In tune and in touch with your inspiration, the things that drive you, the things that you care about, the things that matter to you. Queen of Wands is that more fiery energy of like, let's forge, let's push ahead, let's do that. Like, I'm gonna figure out how to make this work regardless of what it is. Like, if that's what I want to do, I'm gonna find a way to make it happen, you know, and like really push through in that fiery type of way. Queen of Cups is gonna be that part of you that's like, what should I do right now? What is the guidance? What is my intuition telling me? And trying to move in flow with that. So it feels like both of these energies that are merging together, and I'm seeing that you've been working with these energies for a long time. It seems like this is a relationship that you've really cultivated over time with these parts of yourself. And now it feels like they're going to be working together and they're going to be starting a chapter together. And for some of you, there can be another person involved because your environment can be reflective of this. Some of you, this can be all happening within you. Some of you, you can be playing this out with another person involved, and you'll be playing either Queen of Wands or Queen of Cups, and they'll be playing the other one. But another person doesn't have to be involved. It's just one of the ways that this type of thing can be experienced. This type of cycle can be experienced. So what I'm seeing is that there's a plan. There's a plan that's being devised. There's going to be a collaboration, between these two energies, and they're going to be starting a chapter together with one another. That means the part of you that is the Queen of Wands and the part of you that is the Queen of Cups, you are going to be starting a new chapter with these energies collaborating with one another. So this can be a time where you feel you're going to be more inspired, you're going to be more creative, you're going to be in tune and in touch, knowing when and where to flow. And then there's going to be another part of you that's going to have to push ahead and sort of forge your way and believe in yourself and trust yourself. You know, I see Queen of Wands as being more like, I'm trusting my inner fire and like my passion and my decision and my choice. And the part of you that's the Queen of Cups can be a bit more like, what is the universe telling me right now? But you're going to be doing both of these things. Like, these energies are both going to work together. So it won't just be, I'm pushing through with my agenda without checking in. Like, is the universe giving me a red light right now? It's also going to involve that part of you that is like in tune and in touch, but not so receptive that you don't push forward with things. So that's why both of these energies are important. Necessary, needed. I wonder if there's been a delay in getting these energies to work together too, and that can be part of it as well. Like, there could have been a part of you that was sort of offline a little bit that's coming back online. And for some of you, this can be somebody. Like, this person was not really around before and now they're coming around, so you can actually like work with them now in a more tangible way. Okay, I'm seeing a plan, I'm seeing a collaboration that's going to be happening, a willingness, an openness, a listening, a receptivity. These are both feminine energies, so both of them will be very receptive to one another for the most part. They have different like modes of operation. At the same time, they will essentially be receptive to one another, to like hearing one another out. It's going to be a new chapter. This will be something, because it's an Ace of Cups, it means that it's something that will be like a labor of love. If it is a labor, it will be a chapter that your heart is very involved with. within and you'll also care about, but this feels like it's going to be an addition to what you've already been working on. This doesn't look like a new chapter that stands alone by itself. This feels like a new chapter within a book that you've already been working through. That's what I'm seeing with this. That's how this is translating. And know too that if you're working on something and you feel like, I'm showing up in this energy and I need this other energy, that I want to play this out in a way where rather than I embody both of those, I want to embody one and I want somebody else to embody the other one. That can also work too. It's just about working with the energy, because ultimately it will come back to, it will teach you how to work with that part of yourself. But for some of you, you may actually have an other person that's going to come through and play one of those roles with you while you do this, and that's how this is going to end up working. So yeah, if there's been something that you've been wanting to move ahead with and you've been like being delayed or like getting delayed, or just something hasn't been happening and you're like, why is this not moving forward, or like what's going on again, what's the hold up, feels again like that's very much sort of what's been going on with this. It feels like there's been a delay in being able to like move forward with something, a delay to push forward with something, or to make further progress, or to keep going or keep working on something. And now it feels like a moment when that is beginning to arise. And it feels too like if you are the one that's coming out more in the fire energy and you have an other person that's going to be playing the water energy, there's somebody that they are somebody that can hook you up with what's going on emotionally within you. Like they can bring that water energy into your life, and it can help you know intuitively what are the right moves for me to be making. It's somebody that's going to put you in touch with that part of yourself. Like they are basically going to be like the conduit or the channel for that part of you to initiate that part of your energy. It's like the ignition for that part of you, and the way that you, because this will be mutually beneficial, this person will also learn from you. If it is another person, it can just be all stuff happening within you. The way that you will benefit this other person is that you can inspire confidence with them. You can inspire them to trust themselves. You can do things where this Queen of Cups can be somebody that's more like, I'm feeling this and I want to do it, but then like inaction happens. I kind of get that. And you can be somebody that's like, if you want to do this, like you gotta, I feel kind of like a morale or like a cheerleader type of energy that Queen of Wands will be for Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups can teach Queen of Wands, like this is how you connect with yourself and how you listen to what your heart's telling you and how you read signs from the universe. And Queen of Wands will enter into the life of Queen of Cups and say, if you want your life to look like this, this is how you forge ahead. Like this is how you do that, you know, like this is how you believe in yourself and how you make things happen, you know, and like make a statement. It will be like that type of thing that's happening. And it feels like it's going to allow both of these characters or both of these energies or both of these archetypes to be able to each have the breakthrough that they need, because it feels like they need each other right now and they need to work with one another right now in order to be able to move forward in a way that things haven't really been moving forward for each of them. So this will be mutually beneficial. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Again, I feel like Queen of Wands is going to help Queen of Cups make a plan and sort of follow through with it and do things and figure out the next steps. And Queen of Cups is going to help Queen of Wands get in touch with like their intuition and allow that to be a guide for them. So they're both going to basically gift each other like what they are naturally like inclined towards, and they're going to be sharing that with one another, and that's what's going to be happening. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.